Shandon Baptist Church exists to make, mature, and multiply disciples of Jesus Christ one life at a time in the Midlands and beyond.
Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Shandon Plus Podcast Summer College Takeover. This is the college guy Steve, and once again,
the interns.
Yes, we have more interns today. In fact, 3 new interns that we're going to persecute. And so let me let you introduce yourself. Interns, go.
Hey everybody, my name is Joel. We're all actually rising juniors, so we'll get that out of the way now. And I'm a public health major.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm a biomedical engineering major on the pre-med track.
My name is Grayson Campbell, and I am a sport management major.
All right, let's get to it. Practical stuff today. So if you're not a college student, once you were, so you're just learning about the new college experience. So quickly, things to bring, things not to bring, go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this one. First of all, moving in is stressful, and so bring everything you can. Do not forget anything. So I would say have plates, utensils, anything you can take with you. Bring a futon, bring a TV, make your room fun so that you don't get bored when you're not in class.
Yeah, like I even had a projector, and so that was a great way to meet people because I'd just set up the projector in like a bath towel or a sheet or something, and so people would come by and watch movies, and it was super fun.
I think my most important bring thing that I brought was my mini ramen cooker. And so it's just like a little pot on a hot plate, and it would warm up my water. And then I put one little ramen square in there, and it was electric.
Wow, that's so sad. So what do you not bring? Because I see some students, it's like they're bringing big U-Hauls full of stuff, and I'm like, I've seen the size of your room. You're not going to be able to fit that. What don't you bring?
I would say a big thing that a lot of people bring too much of is clothes, because you get so many t-shirts in college, and so you really don't need to bring that many to start with.
Yeah, I brought way too many shirts. I ran out of hangers within 2 weeks. I had way too many shirts. I had to take some to Goodwill.
I brought strawberry jelly, and I didn't end up making as many PB&Js as I thought I would. So
yeah. We're learning so much about Joel. He brought strawberry jelly and a ramen cooker. So, hey, I hear you might want to bring cowboy boots, by the way. I hear that's going to be a thing at one of our Welcome Week events.
Yes, do bring your boots, all of them. They're great to wear to game day, so you'll get lots of wear out of them. They're worth having the space in your dorm for.
Says the Texas girl.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going. So, what are the pro tips for move-in? Okay. Because this year I hear move-in's going to be one day, which, by the way, USC, I think that's a bad idea, but we'll see what happens. What are the pro tips for move-in?
Yes. So I'm in the honors college, so this will actually be my 3rd time moving onto campus. And every year, like, prepare your heart because it's going to be a long day. My sweet mom does a really good job of thinking ahead of time. And so first tip is unload stuff in the backwards order load stuff in the backwards order that you're going to unload it in. So like load your cleaning supplies last so that you can get those off first and clean all the room before you bring stuff in. The IKEA blue bags are really, really good because you can carry them up the stairs. Elevators are going to break on move-in day. It just happens. They're backed up. So do that. Lots of just people moving around. Make sure you have your parking pass printed. And you can check out a cart from the university by giving them your driver's license. And then you can use that cart to put a lot of stuff in, which is nice.
So it's our first shout out. Shout out to IKEA blue bags and moms that help us pack. What else? Any more pro tips?
Definitely just bring as many people as you can to get everything upstairs as fast as possible. There are going to be lines of cars waiting for you. It's going to be stressful. I have 6 people in my family. We were all there. I was moved in within 30 minutes upstairs. So definitely bring many people.
yeah, going off of that, I would say bring people that you love, just like a last kind of goodbye before you leave. But parents, we love you. Please don't stay for too long. My roommate's parents were in the room until midnight on move-in day, and it was just a really kind of bad all-around experience. So we love you guys, but please leave.
don't have those awkward family moments. Also, another pro tip, look for Shandon College people that can help you move in. That's new this year, where you're going to be able to see a lot of campus organization people helping move in. Hey, put us to work. We're here to sweat for you. And because it's August and it's Columbia, South Carolina, you can almost guarantee it'll be 105 with 130% humidity. But enjoy it. So let's pivot. Not everybody has a car. That seems difficult. So what would you tell a student that's not bringing a car? How does that work?
Yeah, so I didn't have a car my freshman year, which honestly was such a blessing because I was able to meet so many people where if I needed to go somewhere far, I would just like, hey, phone a friend, call somebody, hey, come pick me up. I got to go somewhere. So just community in the car. I also do love quality time. So that was a big thing, was quality time in the car where I can just kind of build relationships with people. Also, it was a blessing because I learned the city of Columbia really well. I walked a lot. So I know a lot of like weird places in Columbia that you wouldn't see with a car.
I can't wait to dig deeper into that question.
Yes. So I'm from Texas, as Steve mentioned earlier, and so I did not bring a car my freshman year. And kind of going off what Joel said, that was a really big blessing. One of the main things I needed a car for was getting to Shandon or getting to Thrive. And so I actually became really, really close with the girls in my group because they would make such an effort to pick me up every Thursday and every Tuesday and every Sunday. And so that was really, really sweet. And there are so many people here who are willing to drive you. So really do not be afraid to ask. That was not a worry at all.
So if you don't have a car, come to Welcome Week to meet your future drivers. Yep. Plus, as we plan Welcome Week, we don't want everybody driving a car. So, we love some carpooling. Grayson, anything you'd add to that?
I am from South Carolina, and so I did have my car. So I was on the opposite end of where I was driving everyone around, and it's actually really fun. So being on both sides, whether you have a car or not, getting to ride with people to places where you can build community is a really good opportunity.
Okay, so some people have cars, some people don't have cars. One of the things I noticed, you move in and then there's like nothing to do. It's like classes don't start for several days. And that can be boring unless your parents hang out for a few extra days, which we've said don't do that. So what do you do those days before school starts?
Yeah, that is a great question. They've shortened it now, so it's not as many days as when we were freshmen. When we were freshmen, we moved in and we had an entire week. Now it's just a couple of days. Welcome Week is huge. That's going to be your number one way to meet people, way to get involved, know that you have something guaranteed every single day. Otherwise, walk your classes, and not just to the building, but to the actual door of the classroom, because some buildings, the numbering is really weird, so that's a really good thing to do. And then check your Blackboard, because some professors will post like assignments for you to read beforehand, so you just want to make sure you have all of your information. But don't buy your textbooks yet, because most of the time you don't need them.
Yeah, and to play off of that, I definitely agree with walking your classes. I remember my first week, I had a class in Darla, and Darla Moore School is a huge building, and I walked around for probably 30 minutes asking people where a classroom was, only to realize that it was the wrong classroom that I was looking for. So highly recommend figuring out where your classrooms are beforehand.
So you're walking around and you're discovering, according to Joel, you're discovering some weird places. Joel, what is at least one of those weird places you discovered walking?
That's a really good question.
It is.
I really like to explore the buildings that are, because a lot of them are just open. If you scan your Carolina card, the doors unlock and you go in. It's bizarre. So I've been in a lot of auditoriums, and a lot of places go underground, which is really weird and a little scary. I had a classroom in a basement one time, and it just feels really weird. But yeah, I think a lot of the buildings are just really weird if you go and explore them.
So you just use that card and explore the world
Absolutely.
of USC.
Yeah.
I'm for you. I'm for you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
There's a big part of Gamecock culture. It's not for everybody, but it's for a lot of people. So here's the question. How do you do football?
Oh man. Being a huge football fan, I would highly recommend that you have a plan going into a Saturday. It is really easy to think that everything's going to go smoothly and that you will just show up and know what to do. That's not true. I definitely, as a freshman, use the shuttle. Use the shuttle to get to the stadium. You do not want to make that walk. It's way too hot. And then also have a plan for tailgating because you want something to do when you get there. You don't want to just stand around or go sit in the stadium. That's not fun. So have a plan, find a tailgate, have friends to go with, just build community that way.
And don't you have to somehow build points to get, well, how does that work?
Yeah, so there's this thing called the Cockpit Club, and that is however many sporting events you go to. So if you go to soccer games at the beginning of the year, you get points. And then whoever has the most points, whenever you request a ticket, you then get the priority. So the more points you have from the more things that you attend, the more likely you are to get a lower level ticket.
Get points to get lower level.
Yes.
And lower level's definitely worth it.
Very
yeah,
much
definitely.
so. Very
And
much
speaking
so.
of tailgating, I've heard a rumor, not confirmed, that Shandon College just might have a tailgate spot this fall. So you come early, tailgate, eat free food, saves money once you get in the stadium, and then go in and sit with us.
Yeah.
Again, more details coming. You're following us at Shandon College on TikTok, on Instagram, or going to ShandonCollege.com. We will give you more info. You'll learn about it at Welcome Week. So we're going to run out of time soon, so we're going into the speed round. Anyone can answer these questions, okay? Columbia places not to miss.
The Riverwalk is a big one. It's so pretty. I love it.
It's so pretty. You can take your jelly.
Or my ramen.
Yes. Soda City every Saturday on Main Street is definitely a local classic.
What
yeah,
else?
I think something else that's really enjoyable is just going and walking around the stadium, the football stadium. A lot of people do that, and it's a really good way to go outside and be with your friends and get some exercise.
Cool. Local cheap eats you love. Got to be local. Can't be a chain.
Okay, well, that kind of messes up my answer. You know I love Cookout, Steve.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not. It's a chain. But I do like Beezer's right on campus, little sandwich shop. I hope, is it a chain? I don't think it's a chain.
I don't think so.
Shout out Beezer's. Love them.
With that, I would say Groucho's. I know there are a few Groucho's in different places, but I'm pretty sure it originated in Columbia. And so go get Groucho's here. It's one of my favorite places.
One of my favorites is a little brunch spot in 5 Points. It's called Cinnamon Roll Deli. And everything that you order comes with a little cinnamon roll, or they have these giant specialty cinnamon rolls that are really, really good.
Okay, so Southern foods, a lot of students now come from outside of the South. Southern foods you've got to try.
First, I would say pimento cheese. If you get some bread, some pimento cheese, make a little fold over. I love it. It's huge.
No, pimento cheese and pork rinds.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll have to try that one.
Oh, I got you covered.
That's a good one. This is a little unique, but fried green tomatoes, I never had those till I came to South Carolina, and they're really good.
I like 'em.
I love fried okra.
Fried okra. I
Yeah.
love fried okra.
You ever had? Okay.
I love fried
You looked a little confused at me, but
Well, it's you.
right on.
Boiled peanuts.
Oh, I love some boiled
I'm not
peanuts.
a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Why
Fan.
would you have a soggy peanut?
You haven't had boiled peanuts and you're from the South?
I don't think so. I always see them on the side of
Sad.
the road, and
That's sad.
I never stop and pick them up.
We'll hook you up, Joel. So, best place to get coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
So okay, I like Cool Beans. It's got it's like on a building house thing. Obviously, it's a building, but it's a little house on campus, and I really like the vibe of it.
I've heard that Drip has really good just coffee if you're a coffee fanatic. I prefer Piecewise, which is especially the Casey location, just because they have really big tables to do work with friends.
All right, where would you suggest somebody go get dessert?
Dessert, there is a great place in Five Points called the Baked Bear. They have cookies and ice cream, and they'll make cookie ice cream sandwiches. Very, very good place.
Kaminsky's is a really good one. For every birthday, we'll go there, and they have these giant cake slices, or you can get ice cream sundaes. It's really good.
I have a buddy who works at Insomnia Cookie down in 5 Points, and it's pretty yummy. He came with like a whole 24 cookie box. It was really yummy. So,
or just come to Shandon College events and eat our desserts for free. So here's the last one. I'm going to finish with this one. So your parents give you $100 to spend on a nice dinner out, or you find $100 on the ground, and I think you would give it to Jesus. But if you didn't and you went out to a nice dinner, where would you go?
So I have a question. Are we going by ourselves, or are we going with other people that we pay for?
It's your $100.
Man, if I was going by myself, I'm taking myself to Hall's in downtown.
Hall's Chop House.
Hall's Chop House. $100.
Spend every bit
yeah.
of that.
Oh yeah, or Texas Roadhouse. That's good too.
You can eat there a couple of times.
Yeah, I like Texas Roadhouse too.
Somebody else.
I'm a really big fan of Chili's, so I think that if I found $100, I would splurge on some Chili's. Get the triple dipper.
Like you could eat at Chili's like 5 times for $100.
I know. It'd be so good. Oh man, I really hope I find $100 now.
My favorite restaurant that I've probably tried in Columbia is Cola's. It's like a local place down in the Vista. It's really good.
Okay. So there you go. We have given you all the tips that you could possibly want. By the way, if we've mentioned your name as a sponsor, feel free to give us a free gift card to give out at Welcome Week. We'll take that, okay? But it's been awesome. Another episode of the Shandon Plus podcast, Summer College Takeover. This is College Pastor Steve with
The Interns.
And we've had a blast. Hey, we'll be back next week with something. Who knows what? Maybe I'll let the interns turn the questions on me. That'll be fun. All right, we're out. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.